Alright guys, so welcome back and thank you for watching. The next install is going to be removing what looks to be the stock intake tube and then just a random filter on the back. I need to get this vehicle smogged, and I'm here in California, and more than likely that will not pass. So what I did is I picked up a Banks intake that does have carb exempt on it, so it makes it to where it's going to be smog legal here in California. So as you can see, I kind of pulled off that breather tube. The next thing I'm going to do is going to come over here and loosen this clamp on this portion of it, and then the whole entire thing should pop off. Now, something that I am concerned about with smog is there is this rough country aluminum spacer on the intake. I just pulled that off, aluminum spacer on the intake, and I'm concerned that that will make it fail smog, but I'm hoping that they either don't notice or don't care or give me a chance to just replace it real quick. Alright, let me go ahead and get the Banks intake and we'll get that installed. Alright, so I have most of the parts laid out right here. Got the tube, got the filter, got an elbow, and then I have the silicone spacers and band clamps. So the first thing that we're going to need to put on is this silicone hose right here. This will go over the, let me make sure. Yep, this is going to go over the throttle body, slide into place. Got a little trouble there. Definitely a tight fit. Let me try to do this off camera. Slipped on a band clamp. I'm going to go ahead and slip on this next band clamp. The next portion is going to be putting on this top right here. So that looks like it's going to be a tight fit also. So I'm going to go ahead and work that right now. Alright, so I have that portion on. So the next thing that's going to need to go on is this elbow right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on. Alright, so everything's on here loosely. So pretty simple. You got your silicone hose there that connects there with those pieces. Then you get these silicone hoses that connect these pieces. And then you got a clamp here that goes over the filter. Now this portion is actually supposed to be on the filter, and this would basically be in there. But because of my fenders, I don't have the room. So I'm just going to take this off and hope that that doesn't affect anything. And now I just need to tighten everything up. I forgot to install this hose when I said I was done, so it's all installed now. And then I used a zip tie right here to kind of keep it up. And last thing I did was put this right here, and you can see right there shows that this is carb legal. Now I gotta see if the hood closes. I don't know if you could see it on camera, I'm trying to show you, but definitely hits the top, but I think it's because I have that spacer on. So I was still able to close the hood even with the intake there. So you're definitely not going to be able to run a spacer, and if you have these aftermarket fenders and inner liners, you won't be able to use the little cover that goes over the filter. But yeah, that's the install of the Banks Ram Air intake. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I guess my next step is to go get this thing smog checked. Alright, so hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Alright guys, so I'm at the smog station right now. They're checking it out. Hopefully it passes. It took me a while to find a smog station that would take my Jeep, because I guess a certain year back, not all smog stations are certified to do. Luckily I found one that is, so we'll see what happens. I know they're checking under the hood, and not sure if it'll pass or not, but I'm hoping. I know that he asked about the intake on there, and luckily there's a number, so the number should be good and should make it to where we're all right, but we'll find out. So still doing the smog check. So the main reason I guess that a lot of people won't do these smog checks is you actually have to run certain vehicles on a dyno. So you can see it's got the wheels on the chalk there, and then or the rollers I should say, and then they have to run the car at, I don't know, certain RPMs. I'm not really sure, but that's what makes it difficult finding a place that will do this. So he's done running it on the dyno, and he is hooking up a sniffer, I guess, and then he also hooked up something into the OBD2 port, some sort of reader or scanner. So I guess what they're going to do now is check to see how well it burns, or how clean it burns. Alright, good news, we passed. Kind of looked over some of this stuff. Talks about what measurements were that were done for CO2 percentage, O2 percentage, HC, CO, and then you can see measured max is 7, and we measured like our max is 51, and we got 7. Max is 35, and we got 6 for HC, and then max is 0.65, and we got 0.03. Max is 512 for ppm, and we got 90. And then looks like you just measure the CO2 and O2 percentage, so well under. All right. Well, we're good to go.